Hey, Gen Z, fuck you for questioning my knowledge of music. Icky Thump comes on, and and I shit you not, I'm at a mall. You know, one of those shit stores that they have when they're closing down, and they just put up a mom and it's basically a garage sale store because you walk in and they got How to Be a Wiccan on sale, and
Oh, you mean Spirit Halloween?
I mean, no, this actually was a Monday through Friday store.
You mean the Western treasures, not Far East treasures. Western treasures.
I mean,
That's a garage
basically
sale.
it was. I mean, it might as well been named that. I don't know what it was.
That's what those stores are. Is Western. Yeah. They have those in China. Those are their Far East treasures, but it's Far Western treasures.
Yeah,
it's just a flea market.
Western treasures are really pissed they didn't get the golden cat for their logo. Look, we love cats here.
Listen, we don't have swords, but we sell automatic rifles.
Oh no, they sold custom socks with all sorts of profanity on them.
They're just cool. They're 6-shooters in dildos. It's basically a Spencer's.
It's Spencer's for dorks who like stuffed animals that like, I need a comfort plushie.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Okay.
I'm picking up what you're
So I
doing.
walk in there and I'm in the back because we're just wandering around the mall with my daughter, seeing if anything's whatever. So we're just walking around, and Icky Thump comes on. I'm like, hell yeah, this is Icky Thump. I was telling my daughter, I'm like, this is a big song. Guy comes out back and goes, Icky Thump by who? Like he's giving me a quiz, and I'm like, the White Stripes. That's Jack White's band. And he's like, what? Not that I don't believe you. I just got to look it up. And with the speed of a 95-year-old begins to type on his cell phone, I never seen someone take so long. At one point, I was like, you could probably just speak to Siri a lot quicker if you just. But
how old was this person?
Oh, 25.
Oh, okay. Is that Gen Z now? Is that what they are?
I don't
25?
know what Gen it is.
I don't know what the young is anymore.
It's the same thing I tell my daughter. It's like, let's be honest. I know what I am, but I don't care. It's either I like you or I don't.
Right. Well, no, it took me a second though. Like I didn't know what song you were talking about. If I'm being honest.
Okay. No, it's the name of the song by the White Stripes. It's unique. A lot of the White Stripes songs are more of a unique
like
thing.
Seven Nation Army. Like I guess well he does say that in that one. I'm assuming he doesn't actually say Iggy Thump.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does. Okay, I don't know the White Stripes that well.
Gotcha. But
so
that
I was about
on.
to tell you I don't know what you're talking about. So
it's fine. It's the fact he pulled out his phone like he was grading my answer that I wanted in my head. I grabbed the nearest, hardest object and bludgeoned this kid in my head.
If you think Nathan's ruthless in a mall being quizzed about music, you should see him at trivia night. When there's drink tickets on the line, people get stabbed.
That's on a good night. The other ones, I use the 151 for ignition fluid.
You Molotov stuff. That really isn't truly new metal. And you just full blame bombing the category.
That's Michael Jackson, you dumb shit.
Yeah. No, I think it's the younger generation, dude. They have built-in CAPTCHA tests for everybody nowadays because they don't know who's a robot and who's not. You see, Nathan,
We're
done
not
nothing
there
but
yet.
We've associated with but iPods and iPads, all of their little gaming interactions, they're iPad kids. So their whole life they've been trained in order to find out who's a real human is if you can identify this bus.
you make all of them seem like they saw Terminator 2 once and they're like, I got it. I understand everything. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, well, see, Gen Z has the riddles much like they do in the Holy Grail. What is your question? They have a series of questions to make sure you're a real person.
It just drove me up the wall to have somebody do that, pull their phone out, and then the way he typed made me think he had to Google to get to the website.
He's a 25-year-old and he couldn't type at the speed of sound.
It was crazy how slow it was.
Now, I can't judge because I type slow because I can't spell. So that's my problem.
He was typing, and I'm not. After a solid minute, I pulled out my phone and typed in "icky thump" and just pulled it up and was like, like I had it before he finished.
You don't need The problem is there's a lot of people who Google or try to search things via an entire sentence.
Oh, okay? You think
so he was probably like, "Who sings Icky Thump song?" Or does what is the name of Jack White's band? Is probably what he was typing. He wasn't even typing the song name.
Which would be funny because it comes back with Jack White's band because he made
the White Stripes.
He broke out by himself and made his own album of just Jack White.
Yeah, stop doing the thing with his sister.
That was his wife. They got divorced.
Were they a wife or there was always like a thing that they were brother and sister, wasn't it? Like that was like a rumor they started back in the day.
No, that was the Kentucky Stripes. Totally different band.
Sick cover band though.
Right?
Covering your sister, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm done.
The only song they sing is Icky Thump.
Kentucky White Stripes is could also be a
bluegrass band.
No, it could be a distant offshoot of the Klan. Kentucky White Stripes.
True.
We don't season our chicken. No 23 herbs and spices.
Are you saying they were at the inauguration?
Yeah, probably. Such bland food at the inauguration. Not
no
an
flavors.
Ounce of spice used.
None.
Well, damn, dude. Yeah, that is infuriating when you get challenged like that with your knowledge. Well, I have that happen a lot with my fiance because she grew up on a farm and didn't watch a lot of TV. She spent a lot more time outside. Like, you know how you complain that you had to be an outdoor kid?
Mm-hmm.
She makes you being an outdoor kid look like fucking child's play.
Yeah, but then we look at those people like I look at those people who are like, yay! The same way we all look at homeschool kids, okay? Yeah. They're a little different.
But, like, yeah, it's just, like, the level of pop culture, which now that I think about it, like, it's so garbage that I spent so much time watching VH1 and know so much about pop culture, and then she actually knows how to, like, build, like, a chicken coop and shit. Like, she actually knows how to do useful things, whereas I'm just a useless idiot. No, not really. Not a chicken coop's a bad example.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, I don't know. That is a bad example. I guess I probably still don't. It's got to be a little more difficult because foxes are, pretty clever.
Well, without your common knowledge, you wouldn't know what a fox says, so you wouldn't know if it's around.
Yeah, that is true. I would have never known what the fox says.
Right.
What does the fox say again?
Huh?
Ring, ding, ding,
I think it says, "I'm a fox."
Yeah. But yeah, so it is funny how sometimes she'll question my I'll say, "Oh, that's such and such. He's in this movie." And she goes, "What? What movie?" And I'm like, "He's in this." And then I reference like 6 things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's bad. And it's useless knowledge. But sometimes I get questioned.
Everybody says,
"Excuse me?"
You know what? Everybody says it's useless until you go on Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy, and then all of a sudden you're a savant.
Yes, exactly. Found out the other day, my friend of the show, Sam Hershock, shout out Sam Hershock,
that you're a quarter Irish, thanks to 23andMe. Get a promo code now with P&G.
Yeah, what? I'm so confused at what just happened, where you even went with that. But Sam, I found out, his family uses him as their Google for pop culture.
Oh, okay.
Like, his dad and his mom will text him and be like, "Hey, who's like?"
They didn't know Google was going to be a thing, so his middle name's Yahoo.
Yeah, who's that redhead from 2.5 Men? He'll be like, "Oh, she was also in this movie," and stuff like that. It's just really funny how like they'll ask him pop culture. They won't go to Google; they'll text him about it.
That's the older generation, and you know what? I like it because you actually have human communication.
Yeah. It also keeps everybody sharper because you make other people think. You have to text somebody and ask them a question, so make sure their cognitive ability is still working. But if you want to
seem like a hard ass and you want to seem cool in their eyes, you go, "Iron sharpens iron. Now ask me gun questions."
Ask me about Terminator 2.
You see, liquid metal can actually.
I'll give you the physics. I don't understand how the planetary solar system works, but I can tell you the physics of how liquid metal works for a Terminator.
Fun fact, you mentioning solar system, just we'll get right back into what you're saying, but Uranus, planet again. We just happened to look that up this weekend.
Uranus was always a planet.
Well, they took it away.
Pluto was not a planet for a while.
Oh, it was Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto is a planet again.
That seems like an oversight. You feel like they take out the one where you can be like, hey, that means your ass.
No, Nathan, it's big enough. See, Pluto got too small, but then it got its own TV station and was pumping out free content, and they were like, we have to get a planet again.
It's a planet again. Okay, but I said the wrong planet. But I was having a conversation explaining how it rains diamonds there. I'm like, there's no way.
That happens on Jupiter.
No, it happens on Pluto, too.
Does it on Pluto?
Yes.
I don't think you're... Did you look this up?
Yes.
Well, you just said Uranus, so...
I said it wrong.
It rains diamonds in Uranus.
it's one of the two.
It's never
Damn it.
not funny. It's never not funny, dude.
Either way, I looked it up. And it,
Man, I played so much for a diamond ring, and I could have just pulled it out of my anus.
You wouldn't have got the gift card, though. That's why they're really called blood diamonds. It tears.
Yeah. That's what the storm on Jupiter is called, is the blood diamonds. Scientists believe it rains diamonds on Uranus and Neptune.
Oh, it's Neptune. Okay, so I did look up Uranus, but then it was Pluto I was thinking of, back and forth planet.
Okay, it doesn't do it on... Yeah, Pluto is the back and forth planet. I'm going to be honest, Nathan. See, this is how bad my brain's gotten. I forgot Neptune's a planet.
I know what
I
you're
read that and I was like,
you're
the god?
The god
Neptune?
of the sea that spoke to SpongeBob?
Especially, it threw me off because it said scientists believe it rains diamonds on Uranus and Neptune. And I was like, scientists believe in Neptune? When did this happen? Well, I thought they were agnostic, all
Guys,
scientists.
You know how funny it'd be? You just go to people, guys, it rains in the ocean, and it diamonds at that.
You know, Nathan, I think we just really gave a solid piece of evidence to that pop culture really does rot your brain of knowledge. So I was like, SpongeBob's Neptune, the god of the sea?
No, I think it goes to show you that we public schoolers will cling to any minuscule information and claim it fact.
Yeah, that's true. Explanation, methane. Methane is the main component of natural gases in the atmosphere of Uranus and Neptune. Methane, carbon, and hydrogen atoms are separated and form diamonds.
Cool.
Okay.
So you hear that, ladies and gentlemen. You want those cow farts. You need those cow farts. Otherwise, you can't get married.
Is that so? When Kanye said "throw those diamonds in the sky," if you feel my vibe, was he talking about his vibe on Neptune?
No, Uranus.
Kim Kardashian's anus. Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel my vibe. Gonna put it in a butt forever, ever, forever, ever.
I love how they need methane in there.
Yeah, methane. That is super funny that Uranus has methane. Mm-hmm. Dude, they
basically
did
what they're
such
saying. Your own ass can create a very small diamond, is what they're saying.
Yeah. If you put a lump of coal up his ass in 2 weeks, it'd become a diamond.
Who knew Ferris Bueller was spot on?
Spot on, dude. See, pop culture teaching us. Okay, see, scoreboard's even, 1-1.
Actually, fun fact, pop culture also taught us in this same movie, Ferris Bueller, what's the dry eyes guy's name? I always forget his name, but he was the teacher in Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember his name.
Ben Stein?
Is that who it is? Maybe?
I think that's his name.
I never knew that guy's name. I just know he always appears magically in 80s movies.
I think
then he just disappears.
Well, he was in doing Ben Stein, and when he was doing the anybody thing,
yeah,
he's talking about tariffs and how coming out of the Great Depression we instituted tariffs and did that work, and and he's like, no, it put us greater into the Depression. He's talking about fucking tariffs, dude.
No, when did you notice this? Did you figure this out the other day?
I just rewatched it last night.
The whole, just Ferris Bueller out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you saw that and you were like, no fucking way.
I It's like, what, is this real life?
Dude, a fucking movie about a teenager skipping school.
Just told us tariffs don't work.
Tariffs don't work. Dude, send it to Trump. He's going to be like, oh my God, Ferris Bueller, loved him, cut in school, didn't know I was learning something watching this. We need to stop the tariffs. Oh, no, that's fucking...
I saw him, Ferris Bueller, great guy. I'm implementing the Save Ferris tax on all restaurant bills.
Save Ferris.
Great guy.
Great guy. China slaps the cup out of his thing. You're gonna be the day you did that, China, you heartless wench.
I was blown away though, because the rest of the movie I was going, how this is history repeating itself. What?
That's so goddamn funny that yeah, because that Ferris Bueller came out what, like 80 something.
Yeah, it came out in the 80s. Now here's the fun fact. Now that this is happening, we can remake the movie. I mean, we have the whole thing. I don't know if Ben Stein's still alive.
86.
Okay, so it's damn near 40 years old.
And it is, no, I don't know who it is. That's just the trailer. I'm going to say, I wanted to look up, I'm not going to take the time to, like, look up the whole cast and whatever.
IMDb, and it'll give you the whole list.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. So.
But
I was just like, I was going to look up that scene, but then I was like, oh, yeah, we have a shitty way of looking stuff
and
up.
And it's so true, because Cameron, with his dad having a luxury car that nobody can drive because gas prices are stupid now, I'm like, all of this is just now. I mean, only thing that would be different about this movie is the clothes.
It is Ben Stein, and his thing isn't, he doesn't even have a fucking name. It's just economics teachers.
Oh, okay.
Anybody?
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, that is fan-fucking-tastic, dude. Oh, dude, that's so goddamn funny that is what you happen to stumble on in a now, 40-year-old movie, damn near.
Because let's be honest, during that, how much did you actually pay attention to what the teacher was saying? Because they just quick shots to all the students falling asleep.
They have high school students learning economics, which, by the way, never took an economics class in high school. That's how different the 80s were. They were at least still trying to teach the kids about economics.
No, they were trying to teach them voodoo economics, okay? I remember this.
But, and they did a smart thing, like, right? That's the whole point of that scene, is to show, like, Ferris is out having a good time, and it cuts to his classmates, and they're all, like, dead-eyed and, like, not paying
attention. One's asleep with a drool puddle.
What's funny is the economy, not that I understand it or know anything really about it. I'm just going to be straight up and not act like I know. But I don't know shit about it. I don't feel like anybody knows shit about it, but it affects all of our lives so goddamn much, and nobody understands it.
Yeah. Well, the tariffs are coming, and there's talk about getting rid of income tax. Boy, howdy, that will work.
Yeah, that's going to solve the problem, especially when you just do a flat tax on goods for 25%.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome, America. Taxation's theft.
Yeah. I think we need another tea party to remind them.
Where's my flag with the snake on it?
You know what's funny is that used to mean something different. Now I bet they're like, that means you're a right-winger.
Yeah, it definitely means, now it definitely is associated with things you don't want to be associated with.
Like Pepe the Frog.
Yeah, it's just like a Hindu sign. You just can't use it anymore.
I forgot. Yeah.
Nathan, it took Nathan a lap or two in the mind to
I was like, well, at first I was like, what? Oh.
Yeah, at a certain point, it's just not yours anymore.
If you appropriate something but use it the wrong way, it becomes yours.
Yeah. That is crazy. Cultural appropriation does work if you just commit heinous acts. Then it's just yours.
Yeah, people are like, you know what? You can have it.
That's all you, bud. We'll get a new graphic designer. We'll figure it out.
We are giving that to you as a goodwill. As a matter of fact, we're going to open up a store. Name that.
Yeah. Dude, that makes me so happy. That's so funny that just you learned
everybody,
that you just got retaught economics.
Yeah. You should rewatch Ferris Bueller. I mean, it's great.
Dude, I'm just gonna, you know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna make a reel later tonight, and I'm just from that scene, and just put it up on the internet, and just see if people catch on what I'm doing.
Why not?
Yeah, that'll be this week's clip. Everybody, is me and Nathan like, hey, remember this scene from? And then it's just gonna be that. Nothing else from the podcast. Just that.
Might
Nathan's
as well.
setting up the clip.
You might as well.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was nuts. And then speaking of nuts, down in Brazil, there's a porn star that fell to her death getting just hollowed out by two dudes. They were doing a threesome, and then she just happened to fall off the balcony. And they're like, oh, no, it was a horrible accident. And then it took 2-3 days, and I saw the article pop up again and be like, we're now investigating as a homicide. I'm like, you don't think.
You think?
There's just two guys that just fucked her over the ledge.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Murder porn is getting just way too out of hand.
I'll see it in my algo and hear just minutes. Like, when I get off this, I bet I can find it.
What, the murder porn?
Yeah, just because it's my algo, you know. Just
yeah.
Death.
I just meant, like, it's just... So... They were filming something, and so they made a snuff film.
It was straight. It ended up being a snuff film. They were filming, I don't know how many were in the crew recording. I don't know how, because I don't know how modern porn's done, but there's so many POVs. I'm guessing they only have one person with a handy cam, unless they're on a set.
Right.
So I'm guessing there's 4 people. One person with the camera, the other 2. That were hoisting over the edge. I mean, if you're trying to be
classy about it, or if you're just trying, unless you're just trying to do OF stuff, you know.
You think they're 2 like bodybuilders? Like, look how easy we can lift her, and they just whoops.
Yeah. I am Hans, and he is Franz, and we are going to toss you out the window.
It was just, and I wasn't looking at anything. It just happened to be, you know, when you go on to like Google on your phone and it gives you article suggestions. That just was randomly in there. It's like, huh.
Dude, the scariest thing about any time, like, this just shows society, like, it holds up a real, real ugly mirror to it, is anytime something like this happens to an adult entertainer, you go to Pornhub, and you're going to see she's going to be the #1 search for, like, a week and a half.
Dude, August Ames is probably still in the top 50.
Yeah, probably. But as soon as they, like pass away in some capacity, it is like, it's like an homage. Everybody has a fucking celebratory, like, I will
you give them a 21 jerk salute, dude. You gotta get it out there. You get the poison out of your body too.
Yeah, dude. You're slow beating to in the arms of the angel, fly away.
I mean,
that's what they're doing. I don't do that because I'm not a pervert.
I do it to darkness. I believe in a thing called love.
Yeah. What about love?
Yeah. It really gets me in the mood.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so they're now. It took them 3 days to figure out they should investigate that. Did they finally check the tape? I'm sure there was some evidence on the tape.
I'm sure it's being passed around the force for extra eyes to see.
Yeah, they're having stag parties in the fucking precinct.
Oh, yeah. It's.
That was so I've been watching a shit ton of Law and Order lately, and there's an episode where something like that, not like that happens, but like porn tapes somehow get involved or whatever.
Okay.
And it is funny. They have like 9 video camera or like 9 different, like they have a room for like surveillance tapes, so everybody can kind of watch all of the stuff at once. So it's just a room of TVs, and then you just see like it's a joke. This is like the early 2000s, but like they're like, so sexy stuff is happening on the TV, and they turn around and you just see like 9 or 10 like cops looking through the window.
Yeah. And you know, you say it's a joke, but that's real life. I guarantee you that's what's happening.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's 100% real life. But it's just funny that on network TV they were even like, hey, here's this joke.
Yeah.
This person's been murdered, but we're going to watch them fuck.
Chances are that could still get released because she just disappears. So, you know what I mean? It's not showing the moment she dies.
That's 100% going to get released.
Like, yeah.
That's going to get a premiere. MTV World Premiere. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
We're not going to use the red carpet because, well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll win a Grammy next year for that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that special?
So, yeah. So, that's so there's no more to do you know anything else in the story? Is it
No,
developing?
that was the last thing, and I saw that yesterday, I want to say, that they're investigating.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
at
she was
first
filming a three-way with two dudes and then fell off of the balcony.
Yeah.
Is what they
So what I
initially
can
thought.
only assume is one guy decided was, and this is just my mind running wild, and that's one dude's like, I'm going to stick my dick through the banister, and you're going to go on the other side and suck it. And the other guy's just like, oh, no, and just lost.
A fellatio parkour job.
You're the real spider, Gwen.
I just know for a fact when the police interviewed one of those guys, one of them at least was just like, yeah, dude, I don't know. I think I was just giving it to her so good she like couldn't feel her legs anymore and she just lost her balance and fell. Like,
You know when you're
post afterwards,
You know when
she
you're
was just
pumping
like,
so hard and they do Kegel exercise, so they jump off it like a fish. She kind of did that.
Detective, you know what it's like pounding your wife out to the point she can't walk straight anymore.
She jumped off my dick like the salmon of Capistrano.
It was a complete accident. My hips were too powerful. I launched this bitch up. Just bragging. It's like, yeah, I'm just so fucking.
You guys
just,
wouldn't believe it, man. She was so tiny. I was
much-
treating her like a shake weight the whole time, man.
Just a sexual catapult is what they call me. You know, that's my nickname, the biz.
I know you guys got a little patch, a berry patch above your groin, but me, solid steel. She just bounced right off.
They call me the Tin Cup.
Made the noise like a fucking shovel.
Well, I'm sorry that happened, that lady, and I hope they
It
they
sucks,
find
but-
justice.
That was one of the male stars' names.
Find justice.
No, it was just
Damn,
completely
that's a crazy story.
odd story to be like, thanks, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah. I love that Google News is just like it. That's because of doing this show and looking for such weird news stories. It's just like, hey, you want some fucking weird shit?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. Still better than other news you can find. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So, that's good. Well, fuck yeah, dude. That's a hell of a story.
Yeah, it really was odd to see come across.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
What have I been? Dude, I've been up to jack shit, unfortunately.
Jack
Been
shit.
Watching the entire internet melt down over the fact that Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers.
Yeah.
I've been seeing full-on, like, videos of, like, high school kids were at, like, a giant party, and somebody stops the party and announces it, and watching an entire high school party of Dallas kids just freak the fuck out.
Well, it's because they're like, oh, damn, this just turned into a... All right, fine, put it in the punch. We'll all have a drink now. Fuck. Not how I expected this night to go, but...
We're all wearing Nikes anyway, so I guess we'll go meet the maker.
I mean, yo, I shit you not, because super depressing morning. I was so happy. I woke up, I'm like, I'm ready for the day. I get to work, and I just throw on a sports podcast I listen to every day.
Right.
And I hear that, and I'm like, no, they're joking. And then I go look at ESPN, I go, well, fuck me. Our team sucks. Damn it.
Yeah, why did they do that? Like, is that they given a reason at all? I don't know the NBA at all. I know you know it enough or pay attention to at least the Mavs well enough to know what's going on. But
So
it's a crazy story.
It's crazy. I mean, they get Anthony Davis, who's still in his prime, is a defensive player. But the only thing I could think of, and this is the only thing, not unlike the New Orleans Pelicans that experience deep-seated regret over not trading Buffet Master Flex that they have in their team. Luka can't stay in shape.
Oh.
So they're worried. That's the only thing I can think of is like that dude does not look like that dude looks like for the weekend he has 20s me personality. I'm going to smoke and eat fast food.
Right. Well, didn't they always had to stop him from drinking after winning conference championship games and shit.
Dude, he's 25. That dude rules.
Yeah, he does rule. By the way, were you talking about Zion Williams? Is that who you were talking about? Okay. See, I totally missed the reference. This is, guys, pop culture, I'm there for you. NBA, totally gone. I brought up a topic I know nothing about, but we're going to get through it.
No, because Zion's in his contract says he can't go over a certain weight.
Right. Well, that's because he ballooned up real bad.
The problem is that he gets healthy and he gets in shape. Good on him. Yeah. Then he gets hurt, and then he balloons back up, and then he has to get back in shape. And it's just it's a roller coaster.
Which is super unhealthy for your body. Like that puts so much strain. No, there's no more than likely. It's completely horrible for your body to do that. As an athlete, to go like the influx. That's why wrestlers are they get in such bad shape later on in life.
We talk about Road Dogg's in excellent shape.
Not those wrestlers, collegiate wrestlers. Like cutting weight and all that shit.
Okay.
That's why they're all fucked up later in life because they would cut weight for all season.
And that's not just collegiate. Kurt Angle won gold with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, Perk Angle, dude.
But no, so that's the only thing I could possibly think of is they're like, we don't want to deal with this headache. He's going to get injured at some time. That's the only thing. But there's nothing out there stating the exact reason. It was done in the shadows. The players themselves didn't know until they were traded. I'm like, this is such a shitty thing. The shittiest thing is Luka's contract's up, right?
Right.
He is going to re-sign for the Supermax. He just got fucked out of $100 million.
Luka did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably one reason why. Because doesn't Mark Cuban still own him?
Nope. He owns 26 or 27% of the team. He doesn't He doesn't get to make any call anymore. That motherfucker went into hiding. That trade happened. That dude went bomb shelter. I am out. I had nothing to do with this, and just he's hiding.
Or he did have something to do with it, trying to save the Mavs some money. They went and talked to him. But I saw like a clip of Anthony Davis, and they're like where guys like interview him, like, so have you ever reflected on like what maybe you could do with your time here as remaining as a Laker, or what maybe you could have done? And he's like, what do you mean? It sounds like what are you making it sound like I'm getting traded? And then you hear some dude
say, check your phone.
Check your phone. That's so fucked up.
It's such a shitty thing.
Oh, dude, all for clicks too. You know that all that shit was for. This is the first trade that's happened in a long time where like I'm not even a basketball fan of like the NBA, and I know about it. Like,
that's because this is possibly the biggest trade that's ever happened. It's crazy. And like I said, they screwed Doncic out of all that money, and I go, you know what? I used to get mad when players would leave for money, and then after seeing this, I go, fuck the league. No, do it. All the players, everybody should just be like, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, and, well, this is what's so I saw – one reason I wanted to bring it up is I saw a video right before we got on here, and I don't know enough about it, but it's – like, I didn't fact-check any of this, but there's, like, some conspiracies, of course, floating around, as there are anymore with any sporting events, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the guy – who owns the Dodgers is also he's a hedge fund dude.
Yeah, those cool guys that like backloaded Shohei Ohtani's thing, so they pay him, I think, what is it, 34 or 35, and they're going to sell the team in 33 1 year before so they can fuck over whoever buys it.
Yes. Oh, dude, somebody's going to get hose so bad.
You
on
know
that
they're
dude.
selling the team.
I don't think Ohtani's getting a fucking dime.
Oh, that'll be funny. They'll be like, I'm sorry, Ohtani, we gambled it away.
I mark my words. This is my prediction for the Shohei Ohtani, and this is how I felt as soon as I heard that it was the whole like getting paid on the back end of the deal. He's not gonna get a fucking dime of that back end deal.
No, well, definitely not from whoever currently owns it.
Once the entire United States goes bankrupt, who's going to pay that contract?
That's going to be great. Well, we were supposed to pay these hundreds of millions of dollars, but instead we got to Dogecoin. The price could go up. I don't know.
Wouldn't be the first time the U.S. has screwed Japan. Anyway.
Woo, especially coming straight out of California.
But that guy owns, this hedge fund dude, right, owns the Dodgers.
Right.
Now, his hedge fund, which apparently like changes names all the time, fishy, weird. Also,
it almost sounds like it's a business.
It almost feels like it's a Ponzi scheme. But he also owns a portion of the Lakers.
Are you telling me the late great Rupert Murdoch is involved?
Yes, dude. He's been pulling strings in behind bars this whole time. But he owns parts of the Laker. That whole thing owns part of the lake. But also what his hedge fund owns, right? Mm-hmm. Sports betting websites, DraftKings and FanDuel's. So he has stakes in both of those companies.
Okay.
How does he have the ability to own sports teams and also own gambling websites?
You want to go really down a rabbit hole. You want to talk about...
I'm already here, bud.
Okay. Let's talk about sports now calling themselves entertainment and not so much sports anymore.
Yeah, they are all registered as entertainment leagues.
Yeah.
The NFL, I believe, I'll look it up right now, is the NFL an entertainment league?
Because that's where it gets fishy as hell. Because that's the whole reason World Wrestling had to change its name to Entertainment, too.
Yes, the NFL is considered a sports entertainment league that incorporates itself as that. Now, let's just for funsies, NBA.
Yes.
Yes, the National Basketball Association is considered an entertainment league. Now, what about the MLB? Like, surely America's pastime is on the up and up, and is surely not involved in some kind of fuckery. Oh, God damn it.
Okay. Hey, to keep this level, what about worldwide tennis? I don't know. What about just professional tennis? It's professional tennis.
I'll put tennis. It's pro tennis an entertainment league. It didn't give me the same kind of.
See?
No, it did not. What about bowling? Bowling.
They're upstanding.
Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Indie.
Bowling is considered an entertainment league. They're fixing bowling.
Oh, man. No place is safe from DraftKings.
No, it is not. What's another fun one we could look up? MLS. How about
NASCAR.
That? The MLS is not okay. It's
a world sport, and that's why the U.S. sucks at it.
Yes, the NASCAR is considered a sports entertainment.
Okay, so what I'm getting here is if it's a U.S. product, it is fixed. But if it goes worldwide,
dude, we gotta stop watching sports. I'm gonna look up. What about? I know the NCAA is technically not, but I want to know now.
Oh no.
No, the National Collegiate Athletic Association is a nonprofit organization. Nonprofit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, rolling in nil money.
If you're only listening to this podcast, you miss me putting up huge fucking quotations on nonprofit.
We're
the biggest wink and nod you've ever seen.
Oh, dude. See,
I've never actually – I knew like the NFL was because I've heard people say it. I've never looked up all the leagues, though, but that makes total sense.
It's crazy that they all switched. It used to just be sports. Now it's entertainment. And the only reason I view it as fake is because they forced WWF to become that because it was widely accepted it was fake.
Yes. Yeah, and it's a sports. Well, it says sports entertainment. I wanted to look up if it said if WWE is considered a sports entertainment league, but it's just sports entertainment.
It's sports entertainment,
which is different than a entertainment league.
Oh, it just means you have teams. That's all league means.
I guess that's true. Oh man, that is wild. Yeah, because Vince McMahon, like they played kayfabe for so long and so hard that it was like, no, this is real. There's nothing about this that's fake. This is real.
Yeah. Stone Cold really destroyed my car with a cement truck.
Right. That is so crazy, dude.
It is.
Yeah, when you start looking into it, and that's when but then like you look into like the fact that there's dudes who own teams and own parts of like betting websites, and you go, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's no conflict of interest here, none at all.
Oh yeah, you ignore the conflict of interest here. Also, the Super Bowl is at Caesar Palace Dome.
Yeah, and the Raiders are in Vegas. Oh, this is all above board.
And just completely ignore the fact that the MLB fired their best umpire because he was involved in a gambling scandal. Let's just ignore that just happened today.
Yeah, and ignore that the NBA fired one of their referees years back for getting caught in a gambling scandal.
Yeah.
Because he was fixing games.
Yes, exactly. They're all fixed, dude. I don't fucking... I have a hard time believing anything. Yeah, have you heard about the MLB story, though?
No.
They fired umpire Pat Hoberg for sharing a betting account. So this guy had his friend have a betting account, and he shared it with him and helped place bets. So what is it? I'll look up like what his
Who
betting
was the umpire that was just he finally retired because he's going to get fired. Was it Angel Hernandez?
Oh yeah, that guy, but he just sucked balls.
No, I think he was the one fixing games because if you were betting on any game he was umping, you're screwed.
Nathan, see, this is. And every Major League Baseball fan will agree with me here. You're giving Angel Hernandez too much credit. That guy's such a moron that he's too dumb to fix a fucking game.
That's why they fired him.
That's how bad he is at fucking sports.
Hey, we said the Giants are supposed to win. How did you let the Marlins win?
Guy couldn't put it in the zone.
Yeah, it's
I want to find, like, they had a whole breakdown of his bets. In 2019, when sports betting online became legal in Iowa, Hoberg's friend opened a legal betting account with a sports book, with the second legal account under the sports betting. Betting on these accounts is possibly the only electronic device physically located in Iowa. He would ask his friend to place non-baseball bets to the account. Subsequently, the friend gave Hoberg a username in his account and was placing bets directly. Okay. Yeah, so he was illegally betting in 2019 when you couldn't do it in certain places.
You know what's going on now? You know what? If haunting is real, it's not. But if it was,
yeah,
Charlie Hustle needs to just haunt the fuck.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he just needs to fucking just get him so bad, dude. Dude, he got screwed so bad, and I hope his family, if they try to induct him in the Hall of Fame now, they decline.
It's on record. He did an interview, and he said, if I die and I'm not in the Hall of Fame, I never want to be in.
Yeah, because that's bullshit. Because they wouldn't basically admit that they were wrong for what they did to him.
Yeah,
and what they did was wrong. He's one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Nobody will ever do what he did.
I don't care if somebody gambles for your own team to win.
No.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I really don't.
If you're betting for your team to lose, different story. But
yeah, 100%. Which I don't remember. Did we talk about this? I know we talked about it when the story broke about the Iowa betting probe that happened against Iowa and Iowa State.
Oh, how all that shit got overturned?
Yeah, did we ever talk about how they completely flipped all of that?
I don't
know
think
if we
so.
ever did.
No.
Dude, that made me so happy that because it was an illegal search, like they didn't have a warrant or anything, it completely got overturned, and they fucked all these, and now those kids are making so much money because they got to sue the state for fucking absolutely destroying their collegiate career. Now, granted, what they were doing, Wrong. They shouldn't have been betting. Wrong. Shouldn't have been betting.
But
I like to bet sometimes, not always. Some people say I bet.
But after this gross action, they all should have been betting.
I'm playing with house money. Making tariffs.
They should have. Now it's like everybody should have been betting now.
Yeah, dude, it's yeah, they've I don't remember what the payout. Now I got to look it up cuz that betting probe law, I think there's a lawsuit. Betting probe lawsuit. I'm looking it up. Because they got like so ugly, and what they did to those kids was like pretty fucked up.
Oh, just screwed them out of college completely.
Yeah.
It screwed one of them so hard he had to go down to a JUCO college here.
Yeah, and I think it's you know, I've made this point on the podcast before, and I still wholeheartedly believe it. There's so much advertising going on. Like, these are 18-year-old kids going to college, right?
Yeah.
And like, people say you go to college so you can learn about yourself and become a person and become a better man and all that stuff. And yet they're watching college football, right? They're watching pro football, college football, and what's always on TV? Just nothing but betting ads.
Hell yeah, dude. The over-unders are playing under the game.
Yeah, so you're just inundated with nothing but advertising, which we've had nothing but studies on how, like, effective and gross it is in order to get people to do this. And then when these kids do it, all of a sudden you're like, oh, you guys should have better control. It's like, what the fuck are you? What hand did you play in?
By better control, you mean owning the team. If you own the team, you can then buy into DraftKings.
Yes.
Yeah, they just got hosed, but there was only 10 players.
Yeah, no, 24.
So 24.
24. Yeah, so more than two dozen athletes filed a lawsuit alleging that the
I love it. 24 got accused, and there's more people like, hey, maybe they won't check the records.
Yeah.
I went in.
Had a violation of their constitutional rights for geofencing. That's what it was. They were using an illegal thing to pick up the cell phone tower data.
Oh, okay.
They were using geofencing to identify the athletes who were betting on DraftKings.
Why? We all know what a wiretap is. Now they got to introduce a new lingo.
Yeah.
Now we're going to use our geofencing.
Well, there's something about that, because I remember when this story broke, I really read all about it, and I felt like we might have talked about it on the podcast.
Extra.
But yeah, extra, geofencing, the newest, hottest craze. It keeps your dog in the yard. You just put a collar on the dog, and it keeps them in the yard. It'll shock them if they get too close to the fence.
And also send all your texts to us.
But yeah, like, I'm super glad that those kids were able to sue.
No, that rules.
That's fucking bullshit. Because I know that they still made the bets and they made the decision, but at the same time, being inundated with all the advertising for it, there's some other blame that needs to go around, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. But
yeah, so fun stuff about sports. I'm sorry that you lost Luka, and now your Mavs will be completely irrelevant.
Now
now you just got to find another white European guy. Your third. Can you do it for a third time?
Well, you're saying we should bring Dirk back? Just run it back? Bring old Giraffe Bones back?
Dude, Dirk was the man. I love Dirk.
Oh, it was great. I don't know who from Europe. I don't know any players out of Europe.
I don't know any players out of Europe. I don't know any players in the NBA.
Oh, no.
I'm lucky. Once LeBron retires, I'm going to be like, oh, God, I don't know anybody. Is Kevin Durant still around? Is he still?
Yeah, he's on the Suns.
That's you mean he's literally in his retirement years? That's why he's
they
in
sunset
Arizona.
him. That's where oh God, why am I forgetting the guy's name off the Heat?
Kevin Nash?
No.
Dwayne Wade?
No.
Shaq?
No. You're just naming all the
Chris Bosh?
Mario Chalmers. He just
LeBron James?
Udonis Haslam.
Birdman. Everybody listening now is going, wow, Wade doesn't like the NBA, but he knows a lot about the history of the Heat for some reason.
The problem is
really
if you press Wade beyond 2012 Heatles, he reverts back to Jordan era and Larry Bird.
There's a giant gap in my knowledge there.
You become like Boston centric. I can only name white guys.
I'm honestly really those were great pulls for me personally. The fact that I just named so many, you were probably just going, "What the fuck?" How do you remember all these
I was
guys?
naming deep cuts, and you're naming just like the highlights.
Chris Bosh, I don't know. That's kind of I know he's part of the big three that went down there, but like
he was a stud in Toronto before he came down there.
That's true. I didn't hear about him until he joined with LeBron. I guess he was the Raptors logo, so.
I forgot about that. That dude's smart as shit, though, too.
Oh, yeah, no, he's really good. Also, like, that joke's not mine. I don't know who came up with the him looking like the Raptor joke, but it's still funny to this day.
Fair enough. And then you also forgot Ray Allen when he went down there. He won them the title.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, dude, it sucks. Like, I saw that. Now, I will join up with Charles Barkley because I love that dude. He's like, hey, you know what? Mavericks are probably the second best team in the West now. And I went, yes, one person. I like you.
Yeah. You know what? They're the second best team in the West. You know what? That's not terrible. It's not terrible.
It's just like, oh, man. If Anthony Davis stays healthy, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested to see if Luka, likes playing there. That just doesn't seem like his vibe.
No, it does seem like his vibe because LeBron is going to go somewhere else.
Oh, you think?
This is his last year, and then he gets the player option.
You think he's going to go somewhere else, or he's just going to retire?
Yeah, he's chasing titles, dude. He wants to catch Jordan.
I like how he has to go to a completely different franchise to do this. What's he got right now?
Golden
5?
State. He could go to Golden State and play with Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's true. Wait a minute, though. How many titles does LeBron have right now?
3. No,
that's
4.
It?
4. Wait, no, 3. Because he won 2 with the Heat, 1 with Cleveland. 4, because he won 1 with LA. So
yeah,
he's got
that's
4.
What I was gonna say.
4. I forgot. I always don't count the bubble year because it's such a weird season.
Yeah, he did win. He won. He's got 4: 2012, 2013, 2016, 2020.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Should have 5, but they made fun of Dallas and Dirk said no.
And Dirk said, not on my watch, dude.
That's right. Did his little draft kick.
Yeah. It's like getting kicked by 6 ponies.
Yeah, I mean, that dude is massive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he will. I don't know. I don't know. I have LeBron fatigue. I think it's time for him to hand the torch off.
I don't know.
There's nobody to hand off the torch, though. And then it's going to turn into a Patrick Mahomes thing. They're going to have to make a fucking person that you want to watch.
Oh, dude, that's going to be the crazy thing. So next time we record, we can give you all the stories about how the Eagles were leading until 15 seconds when they had a pass interference, and then the Chiefs take a touchdown in to take the lead by 5.
Nathan, right now. Actually, well, the problem is, too, Nathan, the next time we record, you're right. So it will be perfectly how this is right now. But what do you think? Over, under, I'm going to give you 5. 5 holding calls on the Chiefs. How do you think that's over or under? Do you think the over or under that they get called in the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs get called.
Yes. Over or under
Not the
5
Chiefs'
holding
opponent.
calls. No. The Chiefs O-line gets called for holding 5 times is the over-under. You taking the over or the under?
The under.
I could have said it at 1 and you still would have took the under.
If you would have said it at 1.5, I'm taking the under.
I'm taking the under.
You know what?
They'll do 1 to be like, we called it.
We call, yeah. They'll call. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to call offensive pass interference on the Chiefs, but only if they make a 20-yard reception.
Yeah.
So the Eagles get a 20-yard pass. They'll throw a flag back. You guys want to decline it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
on
they'll
a
do
completed pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're gonna also they're gonna get AJ Brown to get chirpy, and AJ Brown's gonna fucking throw a fist into like McDuffie's face and get ejected,
and probably break his hand because he'll go ahead and like get stuck in his face mask.
Yeah. There's gonna be some fuckery.
Yeah, there really is. Yeah. Now we all saw in the Washington game where the referee said, "Hey, we can award touchdowns." And Patrick Mahomes is in there taking notes like, yeah, I'll need two of those to go, please.
100%. Yeah. Well, do you know where you can go get quality entertainment that you know isn't rigged, Nathan?
Puntagame.com.
Woo!
We're entertainment, but not sports entertainment. Woo! So we get the entire library there at your fingertips from beginning to end. Or beginning to current, I guess is a better way to put it. So go check all that out at puntagame.com. Also on youtube.com. That little mom and pop store has a little search bar. And if you type in Comic Wade Taylor with no spaces, again, that's Comic Wade Taylor, no spaces, you get clips of this show, Not Worth the Time, full episodes of each. But most importantly thing that I can't speak. Most importantly thing. I swear I graduated. The most important thing you should do is like, subscribe, and hit the bell. But no, the real reason is that man's stand-up clip. So get on there. You can view all that, have some chuckles. But back on puntinggame.com, get some merch.
That's right, everybody. Hop over to the Punting Game shop. We get t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at puntinggame.com. So get yourself something nice, and don't forget to use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF, and that gets you free shipping at checkout. It's right back there, WGAF, free shipping.
All this basketball talk and me wanting to be younger, I'm bringing it back. Let's bounce. We're out. Peace.
Luka!